Good evening.
Very good evening to you, sir.
Good evening. Thank you for joining. Um, Thank you for joining. I I spoke about the first topic about artificial intelligence, the game changer, on 8th of January 26. I concluded a few points, and I also know that the artificial intelligence is going to be the game changer in future. If you are aware about artificial, or sorry, I don't say aware. If you do not know what is the related domain for your job, you're going to lose out when compared to others. If others have learned about artificial intelligence in your domain and using those app, what I mean app, or if I'm going to say tool, are going to be the same. When I spoke last time, I on version 1, I said there are more than 3,000 apps have been developed till today on artificial intelligence. So it has been developed on various fields. Do not feel that artificial intelligence doesn't apply to me. If you're a doctor, if you're an engineer, if you're a lawyer, if you're an accountant, or if you are doing marketing, if you're doing sales, artificial intelligence apps have been developed. What you have to do is, I do not know, I will try it with Capgemini. Sorry, um, there are three basic things available today, which is ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek. These are the basic ones, which if you start putting some information to them, like you draft an email, give it to these three and ask them to check for you or redraft it for you. Statically, it will do the job and come back to you. It's the basic artificial intelligence app available today. Since I'm going to talk about version 2, I'm going to touch upon various new apps which are available, which you are going to learn about all those apps. What is the point I'm communicating is that there are more apps are being developed continuously because we are in 2026, 27, 28, maybe 5,000, 10,000 artificial intelligence apps or tools will be available in the market. What is important is that you train yourself, upgrade yourself. It's always they talk about lifelong learning, so that what made me to speak on this topic. I being basically a chartered accountant. Actually, I've retired from practice, from audit practice. I now give consultancy to various people, but still have the inclination to learn. My best way of learning is open a topic. When I put artificial intelligence version 1, do you know how much of tension I had in my life? I started reading every day as though I'm going to sit for an examination. Even for artificial version 2, every day I was reading and learning something, so that not only I learn, I also communicate to all of you in my talk. Another interesting thing I want to tell you at the beginning of this topic, there are 25 videos I've attached to this. It's all will run a minute. Do not worry, I'm not going to speak more than 45 minutes. If it exceeds to 1 hour, accept. And then I will go into the question answer section. So as I told you, after finish my talk, finish all my things, I will go into the 24 videos of the various different types of apps, the advanced apps which have come up in the artificial intelligence sector domain. Secondly, I'm going to tell about two apps to create your curiosity. It will apply to more of the people who are all women who, even when I saw both the apps, they were crying. I decided not to include into my 24 videos, but I will tell you what these two apps are after I finish my talk. So I want to keep the curiosity hanging on your mind until I finish my talk. Now, coming back to that, there are, you can tell me, I said that the basic generic, they call it as, always they talk about all these type of apps which have come up. They call it as normal or generative AI, or they have called it as agentic AI now. Now they call it agentic AI. I tell you what is agentic AI later on. One of the videos also talks about the agentic AI. It is nothing but it's an advanced level. It's like you go into primary, go into secondary, and go into PhD. The same way, the apps have been now developed in such a way that basically you put an email or make out, ask them to do some research work for you, you do and come back to you. The advanced AI, which is all called agentic AI, what these type of AIs do is they go do a research for you. If you go and tell them, I'm going to Switzerland for 5 days, can you plan it for me? So it will, what you do is day one, you go to these places, day two, you go to these places, it planned the entire 5 days journey for you. It also compares the cost, the airline cost, the hotel accommodation cost. If you tell the budget, it makes everything, give you a compact itinerary and a tour guide. So this is the advancement in what I was telling you on the agentic AI which has come in. The next, there are 5 different stages have come up as on today. When I say 5 different stages, stage one is basic, which was the three basic AI which I was talking about. Then you got now agentic AI. Then you have got level 4 and level 5. Level 4 and level 5 still the developments are going on. More apps are going to come in future. So I will. There is also a video on that which I will show it to you to which explains clearly what are the advancements which are happening today. What was the conclusion I had? What was the conclusion I had when I finished the version 1? I said, use always common sense. I mean, my advice to everyone who is using artificial intelligence, first you learn the courses which are available. If you go into AI courses, there are 48 courses to teach you most of the AI. So find out what is the course which is relevant to you and start learning. Don't learn something which is not relevant to you. So that which is going to be useful to you. So when you go for an interview, even AI, when I talked about last time, one of the app was talking about, it has reconstruct your resume, makes you good for being selected for an interview, because a lot of people say, I've applied for 100 jobs, I haven't got an interview. But give it to an AI to redraft your application. I was talking about it doing the last time. I have a lot of things to talk. I don't want to talk about the version 1, go into my website and then try to learn what I talked about in the first stage. What I mean to say is that the developments are more and more happening beyond your expectations. So try to learn what is relevant to you and start applying all those things. Before that, what was my conclusion in my first version? You form your opinion. I always say use common sense before doing things. Every day when I come to my office, I tell my staff, use common sense, have an analytical mind, and then be proactive, and also always be positive in thinking. With this, you form your opinion, go to AI to find out whether it's like when I conclude, I was talking about you are the captain, AI is a vice captain. You are the pilot in running the plane, AI is a co-pilot. So what I mean to say is the human brain should always be used at all times to see that you are successful in life. Now, what has happened is in education, what's happening today is the researchers are suggesting that students using AI do not need read as carefully as they used to do. Then doing research and that they write with this diminished accuracy and originality. So do not use AI for even to do basic things. You start using your common sense, your emotional feelings, your empathy, your way of thinking and doing research. Mentally do it first before you go into AI. Reading closely, thinking critically, and writing with logic and evidence are precisely the skills people need to realize the bona fide potential of AI to support lifelong learning for you. That's the way you look at it and execute and move on that stand. Now, when I was talking about AI, all government in the world are promoting AI. Recently, the budget has come in Singapore. What they have announced in the budget is that they are going to have a national AI council. The interest of that is it's going to be headed by the Prime Minister himself to drive national AI efforts. Also, they want to transform key sectors with national AI mission. And also they have come out with enterprise innovation scheme, whereby if companies are going to engage and promote AI, they want to provide them um, financial assistance to see that they engage in that. Also, they are going to encourage individual people to engage themselves in AI, for which they are going to pay subscriptions. Some of the applications which we are talking about in AI are subscription models. Your basic models is like Zoom, you might have know about it. You go and use it for 45 minutes without all the features, it is free. If you want to have a professional model, which is a subscription model, you start paying for that, then you get an advanced model. The same case, you can see the caricature of me, which is appearing in the poster. So, to make this caricature, a normal AI doesn't do that. It is done by a subscription model AI. So we have subscribed for that. Even what I did is, I was calling all these days people to join. Yesterday, it came into my mind, why can't I pick up 10 of my good friends, make a caricature of them, send to them, and tell them to remind them about my talk today. I did it for a few people. I don't know how they took it. One of them said, I'm appreciating your, till today, your energy and involvement in doing things. What I mean to say is, if you want to have an advanced model in AI, you should go into the subscription model. So the government in Singapore is going to pay subscription free for this, for the people for the next 6 months, to see that not only they engage themselves, they also learn most of the AI which is relevant to their domain. Now, the skills future, in which Singapore is always giving funding to the people to get themselves engaged, to learn the skills and upgrade the technology and skills. AI is also one of the main part which is going to play. Now, there are two countries in the world which are very well advanced in AI. All of you know about it. I don't have to tell you. One is about US, the second one is China. What is having in the India has got a huge ambition. Basically, India is one of the biggest countries in the world which provide IT, information technology experts. You have learned, because a lot of people are involved in learning in IT, and now they are also moving towards learning AI. Recently, India also has AI Impact Summit, and it is being coming of age movement for the country as it seeks to enter the global artificial intelligence race, dominated by the rivalries both US and China. I'm not saying rivalry. What I mean to say is that they are well advanced in AI as on today. So India has to catch up. And very interestingly, Google is moving to India and spending $15 billion in Visakhapatnam, where they are going to have a huge AI data center, followed by development of AI related work in Visakhapatnam. A lot of people are moving to India. You might have read also about Apple. Apple has decided to make all the iPhones, 100% of iPhones, which they were manufacturing in China before, to be shifted entirely to India to manufacture. So I talked about global capability centers earlier also. What is interesting is that you might know about the top consulting firms in the world, like Capgemini, Cognizant Technology, EBM System, Accenture. All these people are increasing their headcount in India. The purpose is that because the requirement for AI is increasing globally, so they need talented people. So what they are doing is they are increasing their headcount. It is mind-boggling to see the amount of people recruited in India to provide AI-related services globally. You are aware that all these firms I mentioned about are IT service firms which are increasing their count. When I was speaking about India moving from body shopping to global capability centers, you know pretty well, from the World Bank to most of the bigger institutions have put up a global capability centers, even in Andhra Pradesh, in Visakhapatnam and other places. Lot of global capability centers are established, whereby they are moving their back office to India, not only to do the basic work, but also including the do of research, artificial intelligence, and cloud digital way of doing things, cloud and related work, and quantum computing. So all these are the new area in which the world is moving, for which the human beings are required to be engaged in information technology services. So India is becoming one of the fastest growing global capability centers, starting from Bangalore. Bangalore attracts more than 30 to 40% of the global capability centers of the multinational corporations in India than the other places like Hyderabad, Chennai, Noida, and other places in India. Now I move to the other issues on the AI, which I would like to inform you. Zoho co-founder, Mr. Sridhar Vembu, has said that some of the traditional sort of jobs are not going to be taken away by AI. I mean, immediately you can start thinking. It's like babysitting or looking after the babies or nurses, the priest, or the people who are in the temple and praying to like priest and providing religious activities. This type of job is not going to be replaced by AI. Now, the another gentleman, I'm going to show you in my video when we are talking about the 24 videos, talk about all these things. In hand, I want to brief you before I get into the video. That's the reason why I said some of the jobs which will not be replaced. RPG Group, head of that, Ram Prasad Goenka's son, who heads the RPG Group now today, he also talk about jobs not going to exist in future, like 2020, 2028, 2030, some of the jobs which are not going to be around when they are going to be taken over by artificial intelligence. When I was reading for preparing for my talk, very interestingly, Google has started and one more AI also available, which even construct apps for you. You just tell them, give the information to them, it will create an app for you, which is a life mode. Like you tell them, I'm going to start a restaurant like Swiggy or somebody else, or say like McDonald's. It can even develop the app for you to enable you to be successful. So what I'm saying is the job of creating the app, the job of doing the coding, all those things are going to disappear shortly. So when you're going to see the 24 different types of videos, you're going to see it's going to be mind-boggling where the world is moving, where the AI is going to take you in the advanced level of your thinking. Not only it follow your instructions and do changes also for you. After the app is constructed by Google, you just instruct them, use that, download that particular software. It will develop the new app which you would like to develop also. And also do changes subsequent to the development of the app. There is also one more app which is talking. These are all not there in the video. That's why I'm going to talk to you about, make you to explain what these apps are capable of doing. There is one more app called Smarty Me, which is an AI. If you want to speak like a leader, improve your communication skill, teach you how to present yourself. As I was telling you, the basic generative AI and agentic AI has come out with Anthropic Claude AI. The Claude AI has got the capability not only do the job of basic doing the work, it also do research. It will give you a report, and whatever new product you want to invent, you can instruct them to do all those things. When I go through the video, you will be in a position to understand. The OpenAI, which wants ChatGPT, the basic generic one, is waiting for listed because they are now restructuring the company, and potential valuation is going to be $1 trillion. It has not been listed yet, but the potential valuation of OpenAI, which owns ChatGPT, previously Microsoft was owning part of it, which has been now disposed of by them, and OpenAI is planning to go for listing, which will come for listing for $1 trillion shortly. Anthropic, which owns Claude AI, is also waiting to be listed, and also potential valuation is $300 billion. Now, I will talk about some of the areas before I go into my presentation. As I told you already about the global IT companies are moving to, some of the IT service companies are moving to India. Simultaneously, when all these Microsoft to Amazon to the Indian IT companies like Infosys, Wipro, HCL, all these companies, Wipro, all these companies have started retrenching staff because of the AI influence. Coding people are not required. Drafting most of the things are not required. I'm going to show you one more video also on this subject, which will explain very clearly to you, whereby people are not required. The share prices have fallen in India also, which I want to tell you. If you're holding any of these shares like Infosys, Tata Consultancy, Wipro, HCL, please revisit all these shares, whether you can continue to hold or try to minimize or reduce the shares as the headcounts are going to come down. Competition for AI is going to be there. Whether it's worthwhile continue to hold these shares in future. Now, in Singapore, MAS has launched an AI toolkit for financial institution with case studies whereby they can be in a position to use artificial intelligence in all their financial services. There is a financial institution seeking guidance on implementation of artificial intelligence risk management framework can now turn into a new set of handbooks which include case studies from leading industry players. So the government is also pushing the financial institution to have the risk tool to be used to see that they are successful. The Claude AI I was talking about, which do research and all those things. Interestingly, I read also US Central Command used Anthropic's Claude AI for intelligent assessments, target identification, and simulating battle scenario during the strikes on the country, according to the report. You are aware that US has struck Iran, which we are all reading today. The geopolitical situation, you are all aware, and Anthropic Claude was used in that. I also read that now today they are using artificial intelligence in order to find out in this geopolitics situation whether to hold the shares of few of the listed companies in US or in other parts of the world, and also what all your investment strategies are relooked into by these artificial intelligence tools to take a decision considering the war which is going on. Now I move into my transparencies so that I will go into the list of other items so that I can explain to you. These are the content of my talk, and also subsequently these are the contents of my video. The 24 videos I divided into 2 slides. Anyway, when the videos come, you can understand what all these things. So what I was telling you, mastering AI is beyond basic queries is that when I was reading, also I found out that when the ChatGPT was used by 187 million people daily, or when it was used, 95% of them doesn't know how to use it. I wanted to explain one more thing to you. When I say that 95% doesn't use it, the income tax department in most of the countries have got advance ruling. What is advance ruling? if a particular transactions, if you want to know whether it is subject to tax or not, you can write to the tax department in advance, request them, I would like to have an advance ruling to find out whether this income will be subject to tax or not. So when you are going to write to the tax department, you cannot simply say the problem is this. You have to give a clear explanation, clear information, clear issues, so that they will be in a position to understand the entire the issue of tax implication before they come out. They look into the law and before they come out to give you an advance ruling. The same way, when you're going to ChatGPT, Gemini, or DeepSeek, you don't simply say that please check and come back. You have to tell very clearly what do you expect them to do. Can you write this in a better tone? Can you write this politely, this email for me? I'm talking about simple one. When you go into the advanced one, like I was talking to you about Claude AI or Anthropic AI and all those things, you have to give what is the research you expect it to do, what are the areas it wants you to cover, what are the countries you want it to cover, what is the report should start with and should look into, and what are the age group you are looking to, what are the different sectors of people you are looking to, what are the various parameters you want to look into. You have to be very specific when you're going to look into all these things. That's what exactly they are talking about in this slide. I will move to the next one, which is about creating the caricatures, which I've done by using the advanced one. All these things I also used when I saw that. That made me to see that why can't I also buy the software by subscribing to that. This is my office people. They are very keen to include into the presentation. So I respectfully accepted that to be included into my presentation. Very interesting. In 2025, you might have used some of these software. Like to search, you might have used Google. In 2026, it expects you to use Perplexity AI. Same thing for browser. Same thing for video, notes, slides, design. Do not worry. All these things I'll be putting into my website. So after 1 or 2 days, you can go into my website to see the presentation, to understand what are the different types of emails. I mean, shifting from 2025, what are the ones you used earlier, what are the AI tools or the app you can use it to improve your performance. Secondly, if it is subscribed one, please go ahead and subscribe so that you will also start using and improving your way of doing things. AI is also used in cyber crimes. Whenever you get a SAM call, they always tell you, don't talk. Because if you talk, it will recognize your voice and AI will create your voice, instruct your family or close friends to ask them to transfer money. So be careful when you're going to get a SAM call. So what I mean to say is that AI is used extensively for cyber crimes also. So be careful. That's the reason why AI in cyber crime, I read about it. I thought better I share with you to understand, and I presented this for you. This is about the government budget, which I was talking to you, which they are talking about how much the benefits they are going to provide in Singapore by the government for use of extensive use of AI in Singapore. AI has been used to write examinations and they have been caught in KPMG. Very interesting thing I want to tell you. I was a guest of honor recently in a function. And then after the function is over, the family gathered together. And then the daughter was praising the father by using the handphone. After she finished entirely what she wanted to talk about the father and mother, the father quietly asked the girl, did you write yourself or you have asked ChatGPT to assist you to write this article? So what I mean to say is, as I was originally said, be creative. You form your own opinion and then go to ChatGPT to check for you. So the originality should come from you. That's a lesson what I want to tell you, not only in version 1, version 2 also I want to repeat the same. Okay. What has happened is a lot of nowadays people want career. All the women in China are thinking of career and career. So they are not looking to meet people whereby get engaged and get into a married life. So now they are generating virtual men to give them company, give them talk to them every day, and then that is the life going on. So as I was telling you, China and US are very well advanced. So what is happening in China is that they use the AI system, AI generated virtual men are there to give them company, which is not good. The same thing continues. If you want to go in detail, go into my website to read more. Okay, as I was telling you earlier, India is also trying to build AI university. So first, India's AI university. I mean, the education is going to teach you about the various. I was telling you more than 3,000 apps are there as of today. Another 1,000 to 2,000 apps will be added in future. So it is good for you to learn all these things. There will be a PhD. A person may even apply and get a PhD in AI. Graduation in AI will come. Management postgraduate degree will come in AI. It will come shortly. Anytime it will come because so much of apps have been developed. It will take 2-3 years for you to learn everything. That may be a good for you. Every company will be having a chief AI officer. Means his role will be to do things what is required to improve each functions in an organization. When I enter the office, I always talk to all the staff with some of the ideas. Sometimes I used to feel go and sit inside your room and start doing your work. One of the days when I entered, I told my office people, because of I may start living um, more years because the advance of medicine will come. When the advance of medicine will come, I may be celebrating my 230th birthday. I was telling my staff jokingly. I do not know whether it's going to be a reality or not. I started joking them. So before I cut my cake, they'll ask me, what's your birthday? I will say, today my birthday is 231. I'm not wishing that to happen, but through AI it may happen. So believe that when you see the videos, you can understand better. What my thinking will become reality also. Um, India is also building data centers. I was telling you in a data city in the Visakhapatnam. I was telling you this is what I've explained in this presentation. It is also going for ranked globally in AI competitiveness as the United States and China. As I was telling you earlier, this is talking about the same. Zogo, I was telling you, taking care of children. These are the areas where it's going to be difficult for you to, where they need the traditional jobs to be done, and AI will not be in a position to replace. Don't feel I'm going fast because I want to go into the slides. It will take minimum 25 minutes to complete all the slides, which are very interesting. So the coder's job will disappear in 28, teacher's job will disappear in 29, doctor's job, especially diagnosis, will be disappearing. Accountant, I'm looking here. Accountant is not there. Okay, thank you. Then I mean, accountant basic jobs, there is one video which talks about how do you use AI to do your job better, faster, and quicker. Artificial intelligence in healthcare, China is very well advanced in that. I will show you the videos which is discussed here about the government has established. This is video one. So I will go with video one. Video one has started. I will talk about the video one. I go to the third video. Oh, yeah. Why?
Robotic HIFU. And here's how it works. Artificial intelligence analyzes your tumor down to the millimeter. Robotic ultrasound focuses like a laser burning through a magnifying glass. Only cancer dies, healthy tissue survives. This isn't science fiction, it's surgical reality. 5G networks, fiber optic precision, AI guided robotics. These aren't luxuries, they're accessibility tools. Rural patient in remote India, connect with a specialist in metros. Disaster zone needing trauma surgery, expert surgeon operates remotely. Isolated military base, advanced care reaches them. This is the future of global healthcare. Surgery without distance, where your zip code doesn't determine your survival, where specialized expertise transcends geography. The revolution is here. Are you ready? Comment, would you love get done surgery by AI?
China just launched the world's first AI hospital. I'm a board-certified physician. Let's talk about it. Tsinghua University created something called an agent hospital, and it's basically a medical system run by AI doctors, not humans. They started with 14 AI physicians, and now it's up to 42 AI doctors. And it's across 21 specialties, trained in over 300 diseases. These models aren't chatbots, they're actually self-evolving clinical agents trained on 500,000 synthetic patient encounters, allowing them to diagnose and refine their skills at a speed humans simply can't even keep up with. But that doesn't mean that they know the art of medicine. So far, the accuracy shows that they're 93% accurate across thousands of simulated patients. And now this year in 2025, China moved this from a simulation into the real world at Chang'an Hospital, meaning AI now helps with admissions, diagnostics, infusion management, and real-time clinical support. So China essentially is rebuilding the healthcare system through AI. But the big question all of us have here is, can we actually trust these diagnostics? Can we trust AI doctors? And who's responsible if something goes wrong? Who's responsible if they don't diagnose accurately, if they give the wrong medications? What happens there? Because whether you and I are ready for this change or not, this is where healthcare is headed. And I think soon it will also be in the United States.
This US founder warned that 50% of entry-level jobs will vanish because of AI.
We might be 6 to 12 months away from when the model is doing most, maybe all of what SWEs do end to end.
Days later, the stock market crashed because of the AI tool he launched. Here's what happened. Last week, Anthropic launched 11 new plugins for their AI assistant Claude. Now these plugins don't just answer questions, they do the actual work. Legal work, sales work, finance work, data analysis, coding, the exact kind of work that Indian IT companies have been doing for American clients for the last 30 years. The stock market understood this immediately. February 4th, one single day. Infosys down 8%, TCS down 7%, Wipro, HCL Tech, Tech Mahindra all bleeding. $24 billion wiped from Indian IT alone in hours. Globally, $285 billion gone from software stocks. They're calling it the SaaSpocalypse. Let me explain why this hit so hard. Indian IT runs on a simple model. An American company needs work done. They hire Infosys. Infosys sends a team of 50 people, bills by the hour. That model built a $300 billion industry. But now, an AI can do that same work faster, cheaper, and it doesn't need a visa. So investors did simple math. Why would you pay for 50 people when an AI can do the same job with 5? And the CEO of Anthropic, Dario Amodei, said this out loud. 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs could be disrupted in the next 1 to 5 years. Let me say that again. 50%. Not in 20 years. Not in 10. 1 to 5. Law, finance, consulting, IT. Any job where you sit at a desk, read documents and give answers. AI is coming for it. But here's the thing. The jobs aren't disappearing. They're transforming. Companies will still need people, but not 50 people doing manual work. They'll need 5 people who know how to run the AI that does the work of 50. Fewer people, higher skills, 10 times the output. So if you're watching this, here's my advice. Don't be the person AI replaces. Be the person who operates the AI. The ones who learn now will run the teams. The ones who wait will wonder what happened. That's not fear, that's just math. The same math the stock market already did.
Bro, India is launching its first ever AI-only university tomorrow, and this could change your life. You need to watch this and share with Indian parents. The crazy part? It's backed by Nvidia, the company worth $3 trillion that literally made ChatGPT possible. On February 19th, Amravati, Andhra Pradesh opens India's first university built entirely around artificial intelligence. Not a course, not a department, a full university. But here's where it gets interesting. While IITs are still teaching outdated curriculums, these students get direct access to the same GPUs powering Google, OpenAI, and Tesla's self-driving cars. Now here's the opportunity nobody's talking about. AI engineers in India start at 15 to 25 lakhs. But there are only 5,000 truly AI-ready engineers in the entire country. But companies need 10 lakh AI engineers. That gap, that's your golden ticket. Nvidia isn't just sponsoring this. They're designing the curriculum, providing computing infrastructure, and plugging students directly into global AI companies. The math is insane. India needs 10 lakh AI engineers. This university is creating the first batch. Demand is literally 100x the supply. The first students walking in tomorrow, first mover advantage in India's biggest revolution.
Bits, which the 12th bit is called the small.
Before I go and tell you about it, may be difficult for you to understand. As far as this one is concerned, this is developed by Sarvam AI. The lecturer is talking in English. Automatically, it translates to Hindi, Telugu, Tamil. You watch the video now.
Bits, in which the 12th bit is called the small a bit. Then the remaining 6 bits are compute bits. These 3 are the destination bit and these are the jump bits. फिर हमारे पास बाकी के 13 बिट्स हैं, जिसमें 12वां बिट स्मॉल ए बिट कहलाता है, बाकी के 6 बिट्स कंप्यूट बिट्स. ये 3 डेस्टिनेशन बिट्स हैं और ये जंप बिट्स. அதன் பிறகு நடந்த மீதமுள்ள 13 பிட்ஸ் உள்ளன. அதில் 12வது பிட் ஸ்மால் ஏ பிட் என்று அழைக்கப்படுகிறது. அதன் பிறகு மீதமுள்ள 6 பிட்ஸ் கம்ப்யூட். இந்த 3 డెస్టినేషన్ బిట్ மற்றும் இவை ஜம்ப் பிட்ஸ். ఆ తర్వాత మనకు మిగిలిన 13 బిట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. అందులో 12వ బిట్ ని స్మాల్ ఏ బిట్ అంటారు. ఆ తర్వాత మిగిలిన 6 బిట్స్ కంప్యూట్.
ஏஜென்டிக் ஏஐ அப்படின்னு சொல்லி புதுசா ஒன்று வந்திருக்கு. அப்படின்னா என்ன அப்படின்னு பாக்குறதுக்கு முன்னாடி திஸ் இஸ் டே 1 ஆஃப் FOMO கிரியேட்டிங் டாபிக்ஸ். புதுசா இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில வர ட்ரெண்டான டாபிக்ஸ் அண்ட் டெக் டேர்ம்ஸ் பத்தி இந்த சீரீஸ்ல பார்க்கலாம். ஒரு நார்மல் ஏஐக்கும் ஏஜென்டிக் ஏஐக்கும் என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ்? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏஐல நார்மல் ஏஐ இருக்கா அப்படின்னு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு கேள்வி வரலாம். எஸ், நார்மல் ஏஐ அப்படின்னா ஜெனரேட்டிவ் ஏஐ. இப்போ நீங்க ChatGPT, Perplexity இந்த மாதிரி ஏஐ கிட்ட நீங்க ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கேட்கறப்ப அது உங்களுக்கு திரும்ப ஒரு ஆன்சர் பண்ணுது இல்லையா? சோ இதுதான் ஜெனரேட்டிவ் ஏஐ. இதே ஏஜென்டிக் ஏஐ அப்படின்னா நீங்க ஒரு ப்ராம்ப்ட் கொடுத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அது டாஸ்காவே எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணிடும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக்கெண்ட் 3 டே ஊட்டி ட்ரிப் பிளான் வேணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நீங்க ஜெனரேட்டிவ் ஏஐ கிட்ட கேட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு டெக்ஸ்ட் பேஸ்ல நீங்க அங்க போலாம் இங்கே போலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பிளான் கொடுக்கும். இதுவே ஏஜென்டிக் ஏஐ என்ன பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா உங்களோட மொத்த 3 டேஸ்க்கான ஐட்னரியும் பிளான் பண்ணி கொடுத்துரும். அதுவே ஹோட்டலும் உங்களுக்கு கம்பேர் பண்ணி கொடுத்துரும். எந்த இடத்துல ஃபுட் நல்லா இருக்கும், ஃபுட் நல்லா இருக்காது. இதுவே ரூம் புக் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா உங்ககிட்ட கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் வாங்கிட்டு அதுவே ரூமையும் உங்களுக்கு புக் பண்ணி கொடுத்துரும். ஈவன் அட் தி எண்ட் உங்களுக்கு ரிமைண்டர் கூட அதுவே செட் பண்ணி கொடுத்துரும். AutoGPT, OpenClaw இது எல்லாமே ஏஜென்டிக் ஏஐஸ். அண்ட் நீங்களே உங்களோட ஏஜென்டிக் ஏஐயும் பில்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் யூசிங் ஃப்ரேம் ஒர்க்ஸ் லைக் LangChain, AutoGen இந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்களை யூஸ் பண்ணி நீங்களே உங்களோட ஏஐ ஏஜென்ட்ஸும் கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்க முடியும்.
Just because your initials are EB doesn't mean your logo has to be genuinely boring. Simply type your name and industry into this AI app, and it designs a unique logo just for you. Let's say I entered Edward Barnes and Coffee Shop. Hit generate and look. ChatPrime instantly generated so many great logo designs for my coffee shop business. How cool is that? I can use it on my business cards, flyers, and brochures, and a lot more. Try it out with your name.
This app can create a professional name logo just for you. You just type in your name and your job. For example, I put in Urban Goat and clothing brand. And look, see? I got my own personal, unique name logo design in seconds. I can use it as my email signature, my photo watermark, a business card, and a whole lot more. It's super cool because nobody else will have it. So just try the app with your name today and you'll love it.
Amazing news in AI. The creator of OpenClaw just joined OpenAI and this changes everything. What happened? Life turned around in less than 8 weeks for Peter Steinberger, who built OpenClaw, a viral open source AI assistant that actually does things like manage calendars, book travel, handle tasks for you, and runs on your local MacBook. It went from CloudBot to a lawsuit to a 16 million crypto rug pull to Moltbot to OpenClaw and captured global attention in less than 8 weeks. Why this matters? Instead of turning it into a big company, Peter chose to join OpenAI to drive the future of personal agents. Sam Altman says he will lead the next gen of AI agents, the foundation of AI that doesn't just answer but acts. The big shift? This is not about funding and press. This is about open source and community and real utility coming together, which is influence and talent. The next big wave of AI isn't big models anymore. It is agents that act with autonomy on your behalf. And now the world is watching. So if you're a builder, building now, don't hide, don't wait. Build in public, but with some guardrails. Make something that does things and in public. Because in 2026, attention compounds faster than capital. Open source today and be the future leader of tomorrow.
இன்னைக்கு எங்க பார்த்தாலும் ஏஐ வேலை போகுது என்ன செய்யறதுன்னு தெரியல ஃபியூச்சர் நினைச்சா பயமா இருக்கு ஆனா இப்ப ஏன் திடீர்னு இந்த வேவ் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு இவ்வளவு நாளா இல்லாம ஆந்த்ரோபிக்கோட கிளாட் கோவர்க் ஜான் 30 ரிலீஸ் ஆச்சு ரிலீஸ் ஆனதுல இருந்தே உலகம் ஃபுல்லா பதற்றம் தான் முக்கியமா ரிலீஸ் ஆன கொஞ்ச நாள்லயே இந்தியன் டெக் ஜெயின்ஸ் டிசிஎஸ் இன்ஃபோசிஸ் விப்ரோ டெக் மஹேந்திரா எல்என்டி இன்ஃபோடெக் இந்த எல்லா ஷேர்ஸுமே டோட்டலா டவுன் இந்த எல்லா கம்பெனியோட டோட்டல் மார்க்கெட் கேபிட்டலும் சேர்த்து ஒரு 30 லட்சம் கோடினா ஆந்த்ரோபிக்கோடது அதுதான் ஆனா இந்த எல்லா கம்பெனியும் சேர்த்து மொத்தம் 16 லட்சம் எம்ப்ளாயிஸ் இருக்காங்க ஆந்த்ரோபிக்ல வெறும் 2000 எம்ப்ளாயிஸ் தான் கிளாட் கோவர்க் எப்படி டிசைன் பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்னா ஒரு நான் டெக்னிக்கல் பர்சன் கூட இது யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் மல்டி ஸ்டெப்ஸ் கொடுக்கலாம் உங்க கம்ப்யூட்டருக்குள்ளேயே நேவிகேட் பண்ணும் ஃபைல்ஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணும் ஃபைல்ஸ் ஜெனரேட் பண்ணும் ஏதாச்சும் அப்ளிகேஷன்ல ஒர்க் ஃப்ளோ கூட எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்ணலாம்
நீங்க என்னென்னமோ பேசுறீங்க எனக்கு ஒரே குழப்பமா இருக்கியா
இந்த கிளாட் கோவர்க் டார்கெட் பண்றது கஸ்டமர் சர்வீஸ் எஜுகேஷன் பினான்ஸ் ஹெல்த் கேர் கவர்மெண்ட் நான் ப்ராஃபிட்ஸ் எல்லாமே தான் சொல்ல போனா டெவலப்பர்ஸ் மட்டும் இல்ல ஒயிட் காலர் ஜாப்ஸ் செய்யற 50% மக்களை நெக்ஸ்ட் 1 இயர்க்குள்ள கிளாட் கோவர்க் ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ணிடுமா உலகத்திலே பெஸ்ட் லாங்குவேஜ் லேர்னிங் மாடல் ஓபஸ் 4.6 கிளாடோடது நம்ம எப்படி பேசினாலும் புரிஞ்சுக்குமா கிளாட் ஆல்ரெடி லீகல் அண்ட் பினான்ஸ்ல பூந்து விளையாடிட்டு இருக்கு இப்ப நம்ம ஐடி கம்பெனில லைசன்ஸ் வாங்க ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க நெக்ஸ்ட் பல்க் லே ஆஃப் தான் ஒரு சின்ன யூஸ் கேஸ் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு டிபிக்கல் சாஃப்ட்வேர் டெவலப்பர் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல சொல்றேன் நானும் ஒரு டெவலப்பரா இருந்திருக்கேன் அதனால எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஐடியா இருக்கு ஒரு டெவலப்பர் மார்னிங் 9 மணிக்கு லாகின் பண்ணி இமெயில் எல்லாம் செக் பண்ணிட்டு சேட்ல ஏதாவது மெசேஜ் வந்திருக்கா பார்த்துட்டு முன்னாடி நாள் பெண்டிங் ஒர்க் எல்லாம் எடுத்து லிஸ்ட் போட்டுட்டு இன்னைக்கு செய்ய வேண்டியதெல்லாம் ரெடி பண்ணிட்டு 2 ப்ரோக்ராம் டெவலப் பண்ணி அதை டெஸ்ட் பண்ணி டெஸ்ட் ரிசல்ட்ஸ் கேப்சர் பண்ணா போதும் அதுக்குள்ள 9 மணி நேரம் காலி ஆயிடும் அன்னைக்கான வேலை முடிஞ்சிச்சு கிளாட் கோவர்க் இதையும் தாண்டி அந்த வாரத்துல பண்ண வேண்டிய வேலைகள் கிளையண்ட்டுக்கு ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபங்க்ஷனாலிட்டி பத்தி ஒரு பிபிடி ரெடி பண்ணணும் லீடர்ஷிப் மீட்டிங்காக லாஸ்ட் குவார்டர் ரெவன்யூ பத்தி ஒரு பிபிடி ரெடி பண்ணி மேனேஜருக்கு ரிவ்யூ அனுப்பணும் டெஸ்ட் பண்ணன 2 ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் இன்டகிரேஷனுக்கு மூவ் பண்ணி அகைன் டெஸ்ட் பண்ணணும் அப்புறம் அந்த டெஸ்ட் ரிசல்ட்ஸ் கிளையண்ட்டுக்கு அனுப்பிச்சு ஓகே வாங்கணும் ஓகே வந்தவொடனே டிப்ளாய் பண்ணணும் இது எல்லாத்தையுமே கிளாட் கோவர்க் ஒரு 20 to 25 மினிட்ஸ்ல முடிக்கும் ஆனா அதே ஒரு டெவலப்பர் செய்யறதுக்கு மினிமம் 3 நாள் ஆகும் அப்ப கம்பெனி வேலையை விட்டு தூக்காம என்ன செய்யும்
Get hundreds of content ideas in just 30 seconds. Let me show you how. So if you are also struggling to come up with the content idea, go to Google and type answer squads. Type your keyword like I'm typing here Instagram and look at the result. Hundreds of content ideas in no time. You have discovered the questions people are asking on Google and social media for your next post.
Simply upload a photo and a song, and you'll get your own music video.
I want you lay me down to a dead and buried on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your fine.
I'm showing you step by step how I designed this space without hiring an interior designer. Download the Rooma AI app. Open it, take a photo, select your preferred style, and see the result instantly.
Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown.
Rooma, AI home designer. Download now.
I don't have to explain. You just put the photo, then you will get this. Put the upright AI, then you get this.
AI isn't just consumer tech anymore. It is now a defense and government contract game in full public view. There are three shifts that are happening. AI companies are now being pulled into national security use cases. Safety posture is now becoming a competitive differentiator. Capital will follow defense budgets globally. Here's an insight. What is being reported is that Anthropic and Pentagon, the War Department, clashed over expanded military use and safeguards. OpenAI then finalized a deal with Pentagon. The news outlets reported Claude being used in US military operations against Iran. Now, this is likely the first time many people are seeing LLMs and defense so publicly being implemented. The implication, if you're a founder, is you need a moral compass before the contract arrives. Because once you're big enough, your tech becomes dual use by default. For investors, defense AI is now going to emerge as a serious category, and not because it's trendy, because budgets are huge and governments move fast when stakes are high. And when public trust shifts, distribution shifts too. Even app rankings can swing. This isn't about picking sides, it's about understanding AI is now geopolitical and in war economy as well. So if you're building or investing, you need a stance.
Manual traders are losing money extremely fast, and the reason is because they still are not embracing the power of artificial intelligence powered algorithmic trading. Now you know that over 93% of all F&O traders lose money in the markets, but what you don't know that the other 7% are all practicing algorithmic trading. Now what if we don't try to replicate what these 93% people are doing? Because if you will do that, you will still trade on chart patterns, still trade on trend lines, indicators, SMC, all of that stuff. You know it's not working for you. What if you can actually replicate what the top 7% of all traders are doing, which is making them profitable, which is AI-powered algorithmic trading? Hi, my name is Parang. I'm a SEBI-registered research analyst having over 10 years of trading experience. My specialization is institutional algorithmic trading, and I am conducting a 2-hour webinar where I'm going to teach you everything that I know about AI-based algorithmic trading from the absolute scratch. Here are a list of strategies and trades that I have taken without even pressing a single button, without even looking at charts, without doing anything in the markets, and this is how seamless algo trading can be for you. If you want to learn algorithmic trading from the absolute scratch, I am hosting this webinar where I'm going to give you my strategies. I will also teach you how you can build your own strategies, how you can deploy them in a single click so that you can create these powerful algo trading robots that are always going to trade systematically, they're always going to take care of your risk management, and they will definitely give the edge in the markets. If you want to be in those top 7%, take action right now. Join the webinar. I will see you inside.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Reconciliation,
pivot table and VLOOKUP, Claude AI,
tally entries,
manually one by one, ChatGPT,
client communication,
email one by one, Google Apps Script,
PPT,
PowerPoint, Gamma,
notice reply,
manually, Google Gemini,
download tax returns,
one by one, Python.
Hi, I'm CA Deepak Gupta, co-founder of Study Cafe and AI trainer. I have trained more than 40,000 finance professionals. I invite you to join my 3-hour masterclass on how to automate CA practice with AI tools, in which you will learn how you will be able to automate your CA practice with AI tools. Click the link below and join the masterclass. I will see you in the masterclass.
Here are the 5 best AI models that you need to know about in 2026. This is a mistake that most people make. They try to use one AI model for pretty much everything. Different models are optimized for different tasks. So if you're using the wrong model for a wrong job, you're leaving a lot of performance on the table. Let me break down the top 5 models that matter the most right now. So the first one is Gemini 3.1 Pro with DeepThink. If you're working on deep reasoning or multimodal problems, this is one of the strongest models available today. Google's latest model scored about 77% on the Arc AGI 2 benchmark, which is designed to test abstract reasoning. It is very good at understanding documents, charts, images, and long context reasoning. So if you're doing research workflows, complex analysis, or multimodal tasks, Gemini 3.1 Pro is a great choice. Then the second one is Claude Opus 4.6. If your work involves coding or building agentic application, this is one of the best models out there. It supports very large context windows, which means it can read entire repositories or really long documentation and still reason about them. Many developers prefer this when they are building agents with tool calling, debugging complex systems, or working with large code bases. Then the third one is GPT 5.4. If you want a model that is excellent at instruction following, writing, and general knowledge work, this one performs extremely well. It has shown very strong performance on autonomous computer tasks, which means it's very good at interacting with software environments as well. So if you're automating workflows, generating structured reports, or building productivity tools, GPT 5.4 is often the best fit. Then the fourth one is Grok 4.2. This model stands out when you need real-time information and quantitative reasoning. Because it integrates closely with live data sources, it performs well for financial analysis, market monitoring, and real-time insights. So if your application depends on fresh information rather than static knowledge, Grok can be very powerful. And finally, Claude Sonnet 4.6. This is one of the best high-performance model at a lower cost. It delivers performance close to frontier models like Opus, but at a very affordable price point. So if you're building production systems and need strong performance without high cost, Sonnet is going to be a very practical choice. In 2026, you need to understand that the smartest teams are not choosing one model. They are routing tasks to different models depending on the problems that they're solving. Hope this was helpful, and follow me along for more AI breakdowns.
What are the top 5 mistakes people make when switching to AI careers?
So the first one is hoarding certificates. People collect Coursera badges, Udemy certificates, Google certificates like Pokemon cards. They have like 8 certificates and 0 projects. And then they wonder why nobody is calling them back. Certificate tells a hiring manager that you can watch videos. Project is what tells them that you can think and do work. For every course that you're taking, I would recommend that you should build at least one project, put it on GitHub, write about it on LinkedIn, and that one project will do more for your career than having 5 certificates. And then the second one is trying to learn all of AI at once. People come to me and they say, I'm learning machine learning and deep learning and generative AI and context engineering and AI agents. That's not really a learning path, that's just a panic attack. If you know which role you want to get into, build a learning path which is specific to that role and learn things that will help you bridge the gap for that specific role. Then the third thing is learning tools before fundamentals. Every week I get DMs asking, should I learn LangChain or Llama Index? Now that's the wrong question to ask. All of these tools change every 6 months. Right now there might be one tool which is the top tool for something, but then 6 months later things can change. Yes, you should be doing rapid prototyping, but you need to lock in your fundamentals. You should be AI literate and you should have all of your AI fundamentals right for the roles that you're getting into. Tools will be coming second. And the fourth thing, and this one breaks my heart, throwing away your domain expertise. I see doctors, lawyers, marketers with 15 years of experience trying to start over like a junior data scientist as if that's the only role available in AI. That's moving completely backwards. Your domain knowledge is your superpower. A marketer who understands customer behavior and can build an AI pipeline to do marketing is 10 times more valuable than a fresh grad who can only do the technical part. So my point here is AI engineering and data science is not the only career path to move into AI. There are a lot of non-technical career paths available for people who are not coming from technical background. And I feel not a lot of people are looking into it. And the fifth one is not building in public. So many people are learning AI in the dark, taking courses in the night, building projects on their laptop, and nobody knows about it. Then they're just sitting and wondering why are opportunities not coming to them. It is because nobody knows that you exist. The people who are getting the best AI jobs in 2026 might not even be the smartest, but they are the ones who are actually building in public and their work is visible. So I would highly recommend post what you're building. Share your thoughts and write about your learning. Whether it's on LinkedIn or X or Substack, the platform is of your choice. In 2026, you don't have to be an AI engineer to be an AI builder. Well, that's it. And I would say stop planning and start building.
This 14-year-old Indian boy creates an app that detects heart disease with 96% accuracy. Meet Siddharth Nandyala, a 14-year-old AI prodigy from India. He built Circadia AI, an app that diagnoses heart disease in under 10 seconds just by listening to your heart through your smartphone. It's already been tested on over 15,000 patients across the US and India with a 96% accuracy rate. This isn't science fiction, it's reality. Here's how it works. Circadia uses your phone's microphone to record heart sounds. The AI analyzes those sounds to detect problems like murmurs or arrhythmias all in seconds. No expensive equipment, just a smartphone. But it's getting even smarter. The app now uses advanced noise cancellation to clean and enhance recordings, picking up faint clues your ears would miss. Those refined sounds are sent to cloud-based AI models trained on data from tens of thousands of patients, making it accurate across ages, backgrounds, and real-world environments. And instead of replacing doctors, Circadia helps them decide who needs further tests, acting like an AI-powered stethoscope in the hands of frontline health workers. With 17 million people dying from heart disease every year, early detection saves lives. And all of this runs from something almost everyone already has: a smartphone, a village clinic, a school camp, a city hospital, anywhere.
There are 5 levels of AI. You're living through level 2 right now and you don't even know it. By level 5, we don't have the math to explain what happens. Level 1 is what you know. ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. You ask, it answers. Impressive, but passive. It waits for you. Level 2 is where it stops waiting. You don't ask it a question anymore. You give it a goal. Research this company, book this trip, find me a lawyer. It figures out the steps itself. This is agentic AI and this is where we are right now. Level 3 is where it multiplies. Not one agent, dozens. Working in parallel. One researches, one writes, one publishes, one manages the others. No human in the loop at all. The infrastructure for this is being built right now, quietly inside every major tech company on earth. Level 4 is AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. The one everyone's racing toward. The one experts can't even agree we haven't already hit. This is AI that doesn't just answer questions in a domain. It reasons across all of them. Like a scientist, an artist, a strategist. Not because it was programmed to, but because it figured out how. Level 5 is super intelligence. And this is where language starts to fail us. An intelligence that improves itself, that doesn't need our input, that works on problems we've spent centuries failing to solve. Disease, energy, the physics we don't even have the math for yet. Here's the thing nobody says out loud. Levels 1 through 3 are already changing your job, your industry, your economy. 4 and 5 are still coming. The question isn't whether you're ready for level 5, it's whether you understand what level we're already on. Drop a comment. What level do you think we're actually on right now? I want to see how.
Singapore has made AI a national priority in Budget 2026, positioning it at the heart of its economic strategy. A new National AI Council, chaired by the Prime Minister, will align policy, funding, and regulation across government, treating AI as national infrastructure. The focus is on 4 key sectors: manufacturing, logistics, finance, and healthcare, backed by over $1 billion in AI research investment and a new AI park at One North. Businesses will receive strong tax incentives, and workforce upskilling will expand with hands-on access to premium AI tools. This isn't just adoption. Singapore is systematically building its future around AI.
Now I want to tell you about two AI which are not included in my video. Which are the two? I will tell you about both of that, which I have not recorded and included into my presentation. One is Nova AI. What is that capable of doing? If you are having a boyfriend, I'm talking for a girl, if you enter your boyfriend's name, the Nova will find out whether he has got affair with some other lady also. So I do not know how it's going to find it. I haven't tried for anyone, but the video which I was seeing for AI, the girl was crying. That's why I have not included. The second one, which I also read about is Dola AI. What Dola AI is capable of? Dola AI is some guy is dating a girl and he has told the girl that I'm going to gym. So the girl is calling him and saying, darling, you said that you are going to the gym. Can you send me the photo of the gym? Immediately he telling the AI, he goes to Dola AI and say, can you change my location into a gym? I want to send the photo to my girlfriend. So immediately it changes the whole environment into a gym, and then the background is changed and he sent the photo to his girlfriend. With that, I want to conclude. I was telling you very clearly when I was talking about my conclusion about this AI. When computer came, a lot of people thought computer is going to take away the job. Computer has improved the life of everyone. It makes you to do things faster, your productivity increased, your way of doing things improved. The same way, after AI has come, start knowing what is your domain and getting the expertise will make you to do your job and improve your productivity and make things faster is going to happen. As I concluded last time, if you are the captain, AI is the right captain. If you are the pilot, AI is the co-pilot. With that, I conclude. Thank you for listening peacefully to me. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll be in a position to come back to you. Yeah, cool. Any questions are there? See, the answer for do you think the growing use of AI in defense, policing, and peacekeeping will ultimately reduce the conflict and crime, or is escalating them? Who determines the crime? It's all the human being takes all the decision. I was telling you, did anybody knows that drones are going to be developed to be used in war? Because human beings used to go and bomb and come back. Now today drones are going bombing and coming back. But who is operating these drones? It's all human beings. So unless the human beings feel what they are doing is right or wrong, when they start having ethics, when they start thinking what they are doing is good to the human world, that's the way the determination comes in. As I was telling you, human beings have to be the captains, AI will be the vice captain. So with applying that principle, you can find the answer to your question. How can the government can use AI to improve service to public? As it is, most of them are now digitized. Today, whatever you want to do, you don't, if you want to take an insurance, you don't go to the insurance office as you used to do before. What you is sit in the office, fill up the form, give all your personal information, or make it to draw down from your registry, the policy is issued. So things are, government is using AI, government is using digitization in all format, especially Singapore government is using in a very extensive way, so the life is made easier. How can corruption be prevented, detected, and minimized? As the human greed is the root cause of corruption. People should have ethics, brother. If ethics is there, if people believe in honesty and integrity and fairness to all, corruption can be eroded. The leaders have to prove that. When Mr. Lee Kuan Yew started this country, he made it very clear. And stand on to that. So it should come from macro level, not micro level. If the leaders are going to prove that we work with honesty and integrity, it will drop down to micro level. So it's all in the hands of the leaders. The corruption can be avoided. It's all human activity. So I feel the leaders have to decide. If you have good leaders like Singapore, things can happen wonderfully as you think. AI, see, workers are not replaced by AI. You have to embrace the technology. You should have lifelong learning, which I was repeatedly telling you. Why I should learn all these things to teach you? I'm very curious to know what is AI is. How far is going to be useful to me? So I am compelled myself to read. I will not read unless I do a presentation. The same way everyone has to apply their mind, find out what domain they should learn it, use it your work, so you will not be misplaced. I always tell office repeatedly, even when you stand in the queue, you have to show yourself that you are different from others. I'll give you an example. I attended a class about entrepreneurship because I speak on entrepreneurship. When I was talking when the guy, after finish his talk, all of us being made to sit, his intention was to book us for 3 days program and 5 days program. He started briefing us. I gave you an idea about entrepreneurship. I went there to learn something which I'm not aware, learn from him. So what he did is took out a book. He took out a book and said, this book is for one of you. My mind said, I was sitting on the 5th row and accessibility is there. I was not sitting inside the room. So what I did is I stood myself up, went to him, grabbed the book, came back and sat in my place. Immediately everyone was looking at me. The teacher was asking, what makes you to have the book? I said, my mind said, the book is for you. Go and grab it. So AI is there to learn what is required for your domain is in your hands. Your success is in your hands. It is not with somebody else. So you have to change yourself to see the difference in you, learn things what are required for your life, and come up in life. Can the Supreme Court of India use AI to vastly clear the pending cases? See, it's all. See, I don't say AI will help. What is happening in India? Why the cases are postponed for 10 years and 12 years? Be very clear. The registrar in the court, my thinking, this is my thinking. The registrar in the court look into the cases and then remove all those unnecessary issues, fix up what is the basic dispute between party A and party B. The registrar call both the lawyers and say, these are the 4 points you have to discuss. So summarize the case faster and quicker through the registrar's capability. Tell them very clearly the case is coming for hearing in another 10 days time. No more extension. If extension is asked, we will take ex parte decision. So it's all in your hand. And then tell him very clearly, you argue on these 2 points, you argue on these 2 points, let the judge, time is saved, and then decision is made. So the court taking the decision is in the hands of the court, and shortening the process is all in the hands of the court. There is no accumulation. You know, I tell you very interesting thing. Saturday, Sunday, I take out a paper. I don't go into computer, take a memo and start keying into that. Take a paper and start writing in that. Do you know what I do? I don't write to call A. I don't write. I immediately call A. So I don't write as a point to be executed on Monday. So this is my mindset. If I have to call A, call A. Don't write in my slip to say I have to do it on Monday. So if you execute things faster and quicker, there is no delay. Which industry do you feel is underestimating AI? I don't feel so. Any industry is thinking underestimating, because now, see, what is important is awareness. The younger generation is not using any of the AI. Most of the countries, I'm not talking about China, India, and US. Singapore, the government is supporting, people are doing, they are well advanced in AI also. Schools are pushing on that. See, what happens is when I was driving, I always take a Grab when I want to go out. I always built up a conversation with the driver. I asked him why the younger generations are not learning and coming up. Do you know what the guy replied? Today, when they use the telephone, I use the telephone to read more and more about AI. What's happening, what are the changes? And because of AI, since you're leading AI, another AI comes up to the next one. So if you're going to if you're going to play a game, once you finish a game, next game is going to come through AI. The same way, the driver was telling me, the younger generation is either watching dramas, Korean dramas, or playing games. Then where is your lifelong learning, where you are developing? It's all in your hands. You spend 1 hour every day to read something, either newspaper or read something good in your handphone. A lot of good information is coming every day. And once you want to read about AI, the next AI automatically makes you to read another AI. That's the way I picked up all these videos. These are all chosen videos. I would have gone through 100 videos, out of which I have chosen 25 and then put it to you. It feels like there is always a new AI version being introduced every few months. What happens when things start to level off? Will progress slow down or just change in a different way? I don't feel so. You know why? This is a technological change. Tomorrow something else will come. As I was telling you, human beings will start living for 230 years because of the advancement of medicine, advancement of AI. Then you have to think, the constitution has to be changed. If I want to die, I should be given liberty to take a pill so that I can die anytime. So I can determine whether I want to live 231 years or I want to leave this world. If I don't have the mindset, the constitution has to say a person cannot live more than 235. So you can put it into the constitution. The doctor will call you on the 235th of age, put the pill on your mouth. The constitution has to allow that. It's all man-made. So I don't feel so. There will be some development keep on coming. So don't feel that AI will come to a standstill. After that, there is no development. Something else will crop up. Did you thought about AI? Did you thought about handphone before? I have not seen handphone when I was studying in college. Handphone came 15 years back. You have to go for landline. Even computers was not there. Even color TV was not there. In 76, I saw color TV in Singapore. Ali and Wagner fighting. I saw the color TV. I was working in Natarajan and Swaminathan. I told him I'm having a headache. I just want to see the first color movie in Singapore. And they show Ali and Wagner fighting. That was the color film showed in the TV. So these are the advancement in technology. So I have to wait and see what are the changes happening. Please share your thoughts on Edge AI. I haven't seen that. There are 3,000 more AI. I have not seen that. I will see that and come back to you. Moving away from position of a possible user, practitioner of AI to an investor trying to ride on the AI wave and benefit monetarily from it. What technology AI subsectors or companies would you invest in today? I mean, considering the geopolitics, I attended some asset management function yesterday. I even asked him, would I put the money in gold or silver, or I put the money in Bitcoin, which is coming down? They gave a different answer. But my answer is, in the geopolitical situation, do not do any investments now, even on gold, because gold may drop further. Silver may drop further, which is dropping all these days. Even Bitcoin may drop further. Keep it in cash. Wait for the geopolitical situation. If the war is going to come to an end, then start thinking as an investment. I'm getting a lot of calls from Dubai. And they are giving me 15% discount, 20% discount, book the villa, book this apartment, like that. My mind says, wait for the geopolitical situation to come, the war to come to an end. And then when the peace takes place, Ukraine-Russia war started 2 years back, but Now it is not, it is out of our mind now today. But this war, the entire Middle East is involved. The shipping lines are all affected. Premiums is going up. The force majeure clause is used to avoid contracts. In that situation, inflation is going to come in. So we can't predict where the investments, which direction it will go. My advice is don't sell any portfolio, don't buy any new portfolio, keep the cash as cash, wait for the war to come to an end. This is my opinion. Is there any AI filter that can aggregate fake messages from thousands of messages it keeps receiving and hearing? My advice to you is go and ask Gemini on this. It will give you 10 AIs which you can download to use it. I've not tried it. People have gone to AI and asked, I want to make money. I want to millionaire. I want to become a millionaire by 1st of April. So these type of things, questions are asked to Gemini. Please ask these questions. Gemini will give you the reply. Gemini will tell you what are the filters to be used. And not only Gemini, you go into ChatGPT also, or this agentic AI, go and check. There may be a lot of things to tell you also. Or you try with DeepSeek. DeepSeek is from China, which you all know about it. Look into one of the three, find out. One letter I drafted, what I did is I asked all the three to redraft it. I'm not happy with the redraft. I told you I'm always the captain. I was looking for the vice captain to advise. After seeing all the three drafts, one draft was very close to my draft. I used it. So judgment should come from you, not from AI. Is there any filter? Okay, I've already answered you. Thank you, Mr. Mohan. Leaving for other engagement. Good night. Good night, Jaswal. All the best to you. Enjoy the evening. Thank you. If there is no further questions, thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. And wait for my new topic. I do not know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't thought about it. We'll come back to you. Thank you, and thank you for joining. Thank you.